Cardi B loses it after Stefan Diggs revelation. The night had started off like any other glamorous evening in Hollywood, flashing cameras, red carpets, and fans chanting Cardi B's name. She had arrived in her sparkling silver gown, her confidence radiating as she waved to the crowd. What she didn't expect, though, was that the man she had grown to trust, admire, and quietly love, Stefan Diggs, was about to make a revelation that would turn her world upside down. The calm before the storm. Cardi had been busy preparing for the release of her new single, a song she had secretly written with Stefan's encouragement. He'd been her biggest cheerleader, telling her she was the queen who could do no wrong. They had shared private dinners, late-night calls, and moments of laughter that felt too intimate to be just friendship. But recently, something had changed in him. He had grown quiet, distant, and heavy-hearted. Cardi had sensed it, she always did. That gut feeling wouldn't let her sleep. Something was brewing, and she couldn't shake the thought that whatever Stefan was holding back would change everything. The revelation. It happened during an interview, live. Cardi was backstage, smiling proudly as Stefan took the mic to discuss his upcoming charity initiative. But then, the interviewer shifted gears and asked, "Stefan, there's been a lot of speculation about your relationship with Cardi B. Can you finally set the record straight?" The crowd gasped. The energy shifted instantly. Stefan looked down, sighed deeply, and then said the words that made Cardi freeze in place. "I love Cardi with all my heart, but I haven't been honest with her, or with myself. There's something I need to admit tonight." Cardi's breath caught. Every eye turned to the screen as he continued. "Before Cardi came into my life, I made a promise to someone from my past, and that promise just came back to haunt me." The entire audience went silent. Twitter exploded. Instagram live streams were filled with shocked comments. But Cardi, standing just behind the stage curtain, couldn't breathe. Her hands trembled as her manager tried to pull her aside. The explosion. "What promise, Stefan?" Cardi shouted the moment she stormed onto the stage. The audience screamed in disbelief as Cardi, emotional and furious, confronted him in front of millions. Stefan looked torn, his eyes full of guilt. "Cardi, please, not here." "Not here," she snapped, her voice breaking. "You made me believe in you, in us, and you tell me there's something from your past now? What is it, Stefan? Who is it?" The crowd's gasps echoed as the cameras zoomed in on Cardi's tear-filled eyes. Her makeup glistened under the lights, her fury mixed with heartbreak. Stefan hesitated, then finally said it. "It's someone I dated long before you, she reached out to me, and she's pregnant." The words dropped like a bomb. Cardi's knees almost buckled. The stadium erupted in shock. Fans screamed. Reporters rushed to capture every moment. The world had just witnessed a live heartbreak. The aftermath. Cardi didn't speak for hours after leaving the stage. Her phone was blowing up, thousands of messages, millions of tweets, endless notifications. But she couldn't care less. She sat silently in her dressing room, staring into space, her chest tight. Her best friend tried to console her. "Barty, don't let this break you. He owed you honesty, at least he gave it." Cardi shook her head. "No, sis, not like that. Not in front of the whole world. I deserved to hear it from him, not from a mic in a crowd." Later that night, she went live on Instagram, not to bash him, but to express her raw emotion. Her voice cracked as she said, "I ain't perfect. But when I love hard. I gave that man my trust, and I feel like my heart just got stepped on." Millions tuned in. Fans flooded her comments with love and support. Hashtags like #WeStandWithCardi and #StefanTruth trended for days. Stefan's regret. Meanwhile, Stefan sat alone in his hotel room, watching her live through teary eyes. He whispered to himself, "I didn't mean to hurt you, Cardi. I just couldn't live a lie anymore. He released a public statement the next morning, expressing remorse and taking full accountability. But the damage had been done. Cardi had already unfollowed him, removed photos, and left a cryptic message on her story. Sometimes love ain't enough when the truth shows up too late. Weeks later. After a few weeks of silence, Cardi re-emerged, stronger, radiant, and unapologetic. She appeared at an award show wearing a fiery red dress, her confidence blazing brighter than ever. When asked about Stefan, she smiled and said, "I lost something real, but maybe I found something deeper, myself." The crowd cheered, standing in ovation. It was clear that this wasn't a downfall, it was a rebirth. Stefan, watching from home, couldn't hold back tears. He realized that while he had lost Cardi B, he had also reminded the world of her strength, and that was something he would live with forever. Epilogue. Rumors later surfaced that Cardi and Stefan had exchanged private messages, not about getting back together, but about healing and closure. Both had learned hard lessons about love, honesty, and vulnerability. As Cardi once said in an interview months later, "Sometimes you gotta lose someone you love to remember who you are." And Stefan replied in his next press conference, "Cardi will always be someone I respect, someone I admire. I'll never forget the fire she brought into my life." The world watched two souls who collided in passion and pain, both changed forever. Title: Cardi B loses IT after Stefan Diggs' shocking revelation. A very long fictional story. Chapter 1, The Calm Before the Storm. The evening started like any other glamorous night in the world of fame and flashing lights. Cardi B was at her Atlanta mansion, preparing for a live Q&A session with her fans. Her laughter echoed through the halls as her glam team finished up her hair and makeup. She looked radiant, draped in a silk Versace robe, her diamond necklace glinting like starlight. In another part of the city, Stefan Diggs was sitting quietly in his hotel room, staring at his phone. The NFL star had been unusually silent for days. Rumors had already started to swirl online, fans speculated a breakup, others whispered about a major revelation coming soon. But no one truly knew what was about to unfold. As Cardi's assistant scrolled through Instagram, she gasped, "Cardi, baby, you might want to see this." Chapter 2, The Post That Broke the Internet. On Stefan Diggs' verified Instagram account, a mysterious post appeared, a black and white video clip with the caption, "Sometimes the truth hurts, but freedom feels better than secrets." Within minutes, millions of fans flooded the comments. What does this mean? Is he talking about Cardi? Freedom from what? Cardi froze. Her nails tapped the vanity table nervously. "Nah, he better not be playing with me right now," she muttered under her breath. Her team tried to calm her down, but she was already pacing. "Call him," she ordered. No answer. Again. No answer. By the third call, she slammed her phone down. Oh, he wanna play games? He wanna go public with secrets now? Bet. Chapter 3. The Revelation. An hour later, Stefan went live on Instagram. Nearly 500,000 viewers tuned in instantly. His tone was calm but heavy, his eyes filled with pain. "I've been quiet for a long time. I never wanted to hurt nobody. But I can't keep pretending everything's perfect when it's not. People see us smiling on red carpets, but behind closed doors, things are different." Fans exploded in the comments. Is he talking about Cardi? Oh my God, say it ain't so. Then came the words that made Cardi's heart stop. There's no bad blood, but sometimes love turns into lessons. And I had to tell my truth, I can't live a lie, even if it means letting go of someone I love. The internet went into chaos. Screenshots spread like wildfire. Memes flooded Twitter. Hashtag #CardiandStef started trending worldwide. Cardi, watching the live from her living room, was speechless. Her jaw clenched as tears welled in her eyes. Letting go of someone you love. "Oh, so I'm someone you had to let go of now," she shouted at the TV. Chapter 4, Cardi snaps. She grabbed her phone and hit "Go Live." Within seconds, over 700,000 fans joined her stream. Her voice trembled at first, but emotion quickly took over. "Y'all, I'ma keep it real with you. I don't do fake. I don't do lies. I been nothing but real with that man, through everything. So for him to sit there and say that on live? Nah, I'm not with it." Her energy was raw, her anger mixed with heartbreak. "When he was down, I was there. When the whole world doubted him, I was the one who told him to keep going. But now, he wanna make it sound like I was some burden." Tears streamed down her face as she shook her head. "Nah. I don't deserve that. Not me." The comments section filled with hearts and crying emojis. Celebrities chimed in, Nicki Minaj, Lizzo, and even Rihanna left words of support. "Stay strong, sis Red Heart," wrote Lizzo. "You deserve peace, not pain," added Rihanna. Chapter 5, The Truth Behind the Truth. While social media went wild, a close source revealed to TMZ that Stefan's revelation wasn't about betrayal, it was about something deeper. Apparently, Diggs had been struggling privately with mental pressure, trying to balance fame, career, and love. "Stef didn't mean to hurt Cardi," the source said. "He's just trying to heal and focus on his peace. But he still loves her." Cardi read the article hours later, curled up on her couch with mascara streaks down her cheeks. Her phone buzzed with a message. "Stefan, I never wanted to embarrass you. I just couldn't carry all the weight anymore." She stared at the screen for minutes before typing back. "Cardi, you didn't have to carry it alone, baby. You just had to talk to me." No reply. Chapter 6, The Morning After. By sunrise, every news outlet had covered the story. "Cardi B loses IT after Stefan Diggs' revelation," was the headline across YouTube, blogs, and entertainment sites. But behind the scenes, both of them were hurting, two powerful souls torn apart by communication, pride, and pressure. Cardi canceled her studio session that day. Instead, she wrote lyrics for a new song, tears dripping onto the notebook page. "You said truth sets you free. But it chained my heart in misery. I gave you love so endlessly. Now all I got is memories." When she finished, she whispered to herself, "Maybe this pain gone be my next platinum." Chapter 7, Redemption or Goodbye. Weeks passed. Both stayed off social media. Fans begged for updates, gossip sites speculated reconciliation, and whispers of a secret meeting began circulating. Then one night, a photo surfaced, Cardi and Stefan seen together outside a restaurant in New York. No cameras, no entourage, just two souls trying to heal. Insiders claimed they spoke for hours, ending the night with a long, emotional hug. "Maybe love ain't over," one fan tweeted. "Maybe they just needed to break before they rebuild." Chapter 8, The Final Word. A month later, Stefan posted one final message. "No matter what happens between us, Cardi will always have a piece of my heart. Sometimes love doesn't end, it just evolves." Cardi reposted it with a simple caption. "Real love never dies. Red Heart." Fans erupted with joy, others with tears. The internet was once again captivated by the whirlwind love story of Cardi B and Stefan Diggs, a tale of passion, pain, truth, and resilience. And as Cardi looked out her penthouse window that night, the city lights reflecting in her eyes, she whispered to herself, "Maybe this is what real love feels like, messy, painful, but real."
쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다